good luck with your Alibaba and your marriage, because that's what you need. Don't talk about mine.
You might as well bring back Monica, because under the heavens, the girls of Salt Lake City really can go lower than icy hell. Whitney reading out a text that peddled a narrative of Lisa and John being into threesomes was both peak reality television and also slimy AF.
And what the is that?
I don't believe
What the is that?
Angie Katsanevas saying Bronwyn wears hot dog outfits to remind us that she sucked her way to the top in her dirtiest text reveals. They don't play around here, but Lisa? Now, one thing or two or three things about Lisa Barlow, she really has some devious tactics. And it has worked as a move to up her capital now that she sits pretty in first chair across Angie K with plenty of camera time this season and the undisputed title as the show's reigning villain. But why not just own that instead of deflecting, shifting blame, gaslighting, unleashing crocodile tears, or launching into raging attacks whenever confronted about it?
Why am I getting so much backlash?
Yeah, let's talk about it. Bezos is not our safe word around here. We can have a chat. Miss Barlow is not afraid to be foul, hit below the belt, throw her accomplices under the bus the second she gets found out, and is clearly not afraid to take it to hell when pouncing on her detractors. Whether she's leveraging personal relationships with jewelry business owners, or allegedly conspiring with bloggers, or whatever underhanded gutter business she keeps being accused of, the lady is always clearly ready to strike. She's been giving us a good show, granted, and I mean, all these girls aren't clean if we are completely honest about it.
Wanted smoke, so here.
But also the thing is, Lisa's self-awareness is something else entirely. It's almost impressive watching her twist herself into pretzels to dodge accountability. Time and time again, she's weaponized tears or gone into full-blown defense mode the second she gets called out. The idea that she could possibly be a horrible person, now that sends her into overdrive every single time.
Stop with this whole personality.
Now, we are getting into it, but if you are enjoying this content, please remember to subscribe to the channel. We are now on the road to 5k subs and we'll really appreciate your support in getting us there. And besides, we really do be having a good time. Season 5 of The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City was peak Lisa in terms of deflections and gaslighting on steroids. Instead of owning up to actions that cause real harm, like sharing deeply personal and untrue information about Bronwyn allegedly faking a miscarriage, Lisa opted for one of her signature meltdowns on part 1 of the reunion. Her actions didn't just upset Bronwyn, they painted her as some villain who kept her daughter, Gwen, away from her paternal family. And I'm just over here like, girl, at what point do you stop, reflect, and say, wait a second, maybe I messed up? Lisa Barlow's reputation for dodging accountability reached new heights during part 1 of the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City reunion. In just one episode, she managed to evade responsibility twice. First, when confronted by Bronwyn about spreading the deeply personal and false rumor that she faked a miscarriage, Lisa flat out refused to apologize. Girl, the waterworks began and her meltdown was far more dramatic and elevated than the woman she hurt. We ended up being treated to the unseen footage because, well, it's out there now. But Bronwyn revealed that she had to beg production not to air the part about the false miscarriage, an emotional plea that highlighted just how damaging Lisa's actions were. Instead of showing remorse, Lisa went on the defensive, weaponizing tears, yelling obscenities at Bronwyn, and somehow blaming it all on the timeline of production. Her excuse: the after show segments are filmed before the season airs, so she apparently lacked full context. Really, Lisa? She didn't stop there though. Lisa doubled down by claiming she knows both families involved and predictably played the victim card, insisting she's always targeted and stuck in a lose-lose situation. This pattern of blame shifting wasn't limited to Bronwyn though. Lisa also brought up information about Bronwyn's supposed $4 million necklace purchase, revealing that she's close with the owners of the jewelry store where Bronwyn claimed to have made the purchase. Let's unpack that. Why would the business jump to discuss such sensitive information with Lisa specifically? It's unprofessional at best and suspicious at worst. Did Lisa go digging for this information to discredit Bronwyn? And if she didn't, this revelation only adds fuel to Whitney's claims that Lisa worked with the blogger to spread damaging rumors about her jewelry line being sourced from Alibaba. If Lisa is cozy with jewelry store owners who are willing to share private details, it doesn't seem far-fetched to imagine her leveraging similar connections to undermine Whitney. These optics are, as usual, less than flattering for Lisa. And let's not forget that on episode 16, Lisa breathed new life into a rumor about Angie's husband, Shawn. Throughout season 4 and parts of season 5, there were rumors that Shawn allegedly had gay affairs around town. Now, both Shawn and Angie denied these rumors, but when cornered and activated by Whitney in that mean text reading session that served up an epic finale, Lisa was ready to torch the table down, bringing up rumors about Shawn doing circle jerks. That was obviously a hit at Angie's marriage to deflect away from her own. Let's wind back to the entirety of season 5 of The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, where Lisa Barlow increasingly fueled a reputation as the season's antagonist, engaging in actions that many view as underhanded and damaging to her fellow cast members. And I mean, several of these girls, if not all, do play dirty. But what I find interesting about Lisa is how she gets completely offended whenever the other girls call her out for being mean and totally awful. Like, that really gets her. A couple of other things for me is, one, Lisa will find something or someone to blame for her behavior, but it's never just, well, girl, you came for me and I needed to shut you down, whatever it takes. So instead, it's filming timelines, it's production edits, it's business owners reaching out to her to expose their own clients and not her being a monitoring spirit. And after that whole Shawn claim, she allegedly hopped on a TikToker's DMs who had made a reaction video about that scene and then started blaming the yelling that drowned her out, and then she blamed how the episode was edited. Says here, "Hey cutie, I never said Shawn did circle jerks. You can't hear me over the yelling, but I said, how would you feel if someone said this about Shawn? And no one hit a nerve other than the fact that you missed a huge part of the lunch because they edited it out, and Whitney is a liar." Now, all of this is alleged as reported. We cannot verify that Miss Barlow did indeed reach out to the said TikToker, but if she did, then curl. And then the other thing is how she has people who are ready to defend her actions almost on autopilot. You had Meredith, who was jumping onto her rescue every 5 seconds on part 1 of the reunion. You have Heather, who softens the blows when they come. And then you have her husband John, who was ready to throw hands over the narrative of Lisa being constantly and unfairly targeted in this group. Yo? Comment down below, like and share this video, and subscribe to the channel. Now, taking accountability and apologizing with no ifs and buts is not necessarily the protocol when it comes to this group. You have Meredith and Angie K, who are barely able to move past the fact that Meredith spread rumors about Shawn having gay affairs around town. Meredith Marks came under fire for refusing to fully own up to spreading rumors about Angie Katsanevas' marriage. During a heated dinner on season 5, Meredith insinuated Angie's husband, Shawn, had been engaging in questionable behavior at the Roundup, a well-known LGBTQ+ bar in town. While Meredith claimed she was merely repeating what she had heard, Angie called her out for weaponizing gossip to attack her family. Despite Angie demanding an apology, Meredith deflected responsibility, claiming it wasn't her fault that rumors existed, leaving the issue unresolved. It's been backflips and downhill since then, but a clear apology and accountability to say, yeah, well, I went too far. End of story. No, instead, Meredith's vendetta peaked when she kicked Angie out of the bar mitzvah for slut-shaming Whitney. And as Whitney put it in her confessionals during that episode, we didn't know Meredith has become the defender of the sluts of America. Well, if that's what it took to get her lick back from Angie, then that's what needed to happen. Mary Cosby has barely taken accountability for her own actions too. Mary returned to form this season, but consistently avoided meaningful engagement with the group, especially in the beginning. She has made snide comments about the cast in the past, including insulting Whitney's intelligence and Angie's appearance, but when confronted, she dismissed their feelings. Mary's defense was often to deflect and retreat, claiming that she didn't owe anyone explanations. This left several unresolved conflicts and a sense of detachment from the group dynamic, and at the heart of it, I think it's because they never really do apologize. Now, part 2 of the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City reunion is up next, and the ladies look back at the show's most explosive season so far. And now that the husbands have arrived, it will be interesting to see how much defending John will have to undertake, and just how exactly Todd will be dealing with perceptions of him being too uptight and controlling to the point of sparking potential divorce rumors. Though to be fair, I think both he and Bronwyn did well on part 1 in being upfront about watching their scenes back and seeing how they need to work on their relationship, and I actually thought Todd was not as standoffish as I expected he could be. I really thought by the end of the season, this man would be ordering Bronwyn to cut her losses with the show. Now I guess we might have slightly misread the dynamics of their relationship to a large extent. Now, we've already seen Shawn talk about the circle jerks comment in the preview, and he looks frustrated as hell that 1 year after surviving the whole gay boyfriend saga, now he has has to deal with this, probably in addition to addressing Meredith, because he did jump on a podcast and talk about how she's been using her son being gay to shield herself from the backlash surrounding her attempts to out Shawn as a means to create a scandal. It's about to be messy, and as for Lisa, she's going to have to accept that her reputation as a dirty player stems from a strategic gossip, deflection, and willingness to weaponize personal or professional vulnerabilities against others. Comment down below, like and share this video, and subscribe to the channel for more. Thank you for watching up until here. Until next time, bye.